the cymbals at the end. Howdy, folks. I'm Ben. Welcome to Canucks with Guitars, presented by LPD Pedals, Reno Fin Custom Guitars, Tesi Switch. Use coupon code Canucks and save 15%. FU Tone, PTM Guitars, and of course our preferred retailers, Flipside Music. Those crazy kids out in Denver, Colorado. Joining me tonight is Terry and Trev, aka the cast of characters. We are doing live Q&A, mostly guitar-based with a slice on the side of Canadiana. Sure, we'll try to answer your questions. Why are moose not as scared of vehicles as deer? Because they're different. Yeah, size.
Bigger.
Yeah.
A lot bigger.
What's up, Ben Allmark? Who do we got in the chat? Wow, we already got 25 people. That's like a Scarborough suitcase plus one. We got Ferd Burfel, Hip Metalworks, Ben Allmark, Herb of Fireside Studios, Ryan Hall, William Bologna, BC Rich 581, Michael Kraus, Michael B. live, not on Memorex, live. River Docs, what's up? Put out a new video I haven't watched yet. Busy day around here. Gary's here. Awesome to see Gary. Who else do we have? Them all talking to each other, actually. Fruitcake Tony early, sure. There's Jim, JP Page 2. DD Files is here. JP Page 2 was first in the chat, in fact. And Scott Brockaway. Awesome. Richard Nagamitsu, Dennis Ellis. Good to see you guys in here. Awesome. Please hit the like if you haven't already. Helps algorithms. I don't know.
Stimulate.
Well, Richard Nagamitsu says, hey, I'll just watch Beato with Nuno. So I'll be prepared to be let down. Way down. With that. Way down. But sure. Riff is here at the workbench. Nice. Nice.
Excellent.
Dr. Fabric Top.
There's Dr. Fabric. What's up, buddy? Co-host of Guitar Safari with Charles 75N and Seth from Presley, California Customs. It's a coffee time show for Trev. It's a lunchtime show for me. That's how that works. Charles will tell you they're on at 11 a.m. Central on Sundays.
9 o'clock a.m. on a Sunday.
Noon for me. They've done 2 episodes so far. I think they'll do a third.
Good stuff.
It was weird because I actually had it subscribed to and followed. Well, I already have Charles followed, but I didn't see the notification. But when I went into another stream to watch something else, it was like, oh shit, they're live. So I jumped into it. And then I go and I look at my subscription channel listing, and there it is right at the top. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yep. Happens. Yes, live Q&A, and as well as we have an update on Operation Explorer, which we'll be getting to shortly. Once a few more people file in.
Yeah, some folks get their drink and get settled in.
Oh. Richard says he likes your Goldie mask, Trevor.
It glows in the dark too.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, but that's like from Halloween in the 90s, and the elastic band that would hold it on is like one of those. It's just gone. It's got no elasticity. So
what's up, Marcia Murray?
Just an ornament for now.
And Cousin Doug may or may not be tuning in from Whiskey River at the Charlotte airport.
I guess he didn't have a great weekend, huh?
Doug?
Yeah.
Well...
But made the best out of it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's watching most of the races from the Charlotte airport, as I predicted.
No.
Ooh. Interesting.
I feel bad. Without giving away any spoilers, Trav, they had to stop today's Xfinity race that was supposed to be on Saturday. It had to be stopped due to precipitation.
Jeez.
And then they didn't have time to resume it before yesterday's race was supposed to be run today. So they said, okay, well, we'll finish the Xfinity race after the 600, so that means they had to wheel out the pit boxes, set up the pits for the Cup team, then they got to wheel out, okay. Did I mention that the haulers for the Xfinity teams need to leave tomorrow morning to get to Portland for this weekend? So you see the logistics here. Like, it's going to be a quick turnaround at the shop. That thing's going to pull in around 3 a.m. and be back out the door by 8:30.
Okay.
That's... Oh, yeah. Hey, Sassy Cat.
Welcome.
John DeShane's here.
Excellent.
Now we can get started. So, yes, we've got
Hey, Scott.
a lot to talk about with the Explorer Fund thing. Operation Explorer. That's the name. It's like, what did I call it? Operation Explorer. Right. I haven't seen Guitar Man 45 in here yet. Although he might be neck deep in relatives and barbecue.
He was around the campfire yesterday.
He's been around that campfire all weekend, intermittently grilling as well around the campfire.
The
So
grandkids crawling on him and stuff.
Scott Brockway got a DFX 9. Nice. Just needs some massaging to get working again. That's fine.
He's the fellow to do it.
Yep.
He has the technology.
I was checking out some Empress effects today, Trev. Oof to me. $625 for one of them suckers for the delay or the reverbs. But it's got like all the delays and all the reverbs, and it looks like a NASA command center in a pedal form.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah, I
really
didn't
nice.
realize. Yeah.
Apparently, John DeShane found a use for the new EVH SD 3000 pedal. Why? Because you're an EVH head, John, and you're just like, I need it. And because Pete Thorne likes it, now he likes it. Hey, Paul Leonard Ewing. Good to see you.
Howdy.
Billy Baloney got a new cable. Nice. Nice. I'll check out I don't know if I'll do a demo on that pedal because that was like, I don't know, there's like 14 knobs on it, Trev, and I figured that's 2 minutes per knob, you know.
Right? It's going to be at least a half hour.
That's a lot of ambience going on to demo a 14 knob or whatever it is, reverb.
Yeah, if you want the extreme.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
that,
John's headed into wet, dry, wet land. That's impressive considering I only know of him having one head currently, Trev, and I'm pretty sure you need Trey's heads for a wet, dry, wet.
No.
No?
Oh, you wait 1-2. Ryan's only using the one head. And he
Really?
takes a tap out of that, and that tap splits, and then it goes
Yeah.
to a thing that...
That's not a true wet, dry, wet. True wet, dry, wet should be 3 amps.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's getting a couple more Friedman heads. Who knows?
Yeah, being a wet one, and then Terry the dry one, of course, and then the other wet one. Hence the name, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when people are going signal splitting and tapping out, I'm like, you can do that to divide a signal, but it's got to get amplified again somewhere, as far as
Oh,
I'm
well, it
concerned.
goes. He's got the amps and the 2 SDEs and what's that? Eventide, something or other.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Well, you can do a stereo power amp, yes, but then, see, as far as I'm concerned, John, a stereo power amp, that's 2 amps,
Fair enough.
right? Because it really is. It's dual, like in a way, because you're splitting it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I want to split hairs. Why? Because it's my show, Terry. That's why.
At the very least, he's getting another cab. Because he's got the 2 412, so he'll need a third.
Speaking of new cabs, did pick up some gear since the last time we went live. Oof to me.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, Terry. There's what, 2 pedals and a half stack came in the last week.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, well, you folks knew, these were coming. I kind of showed them off last night, but we got the new Super AT mod from Keeley.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
And so technically stereo +1, yes. And then from the Keeley Custom Shop, the vintage phaser.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you can tell I was just diamond stuff the last time we were. Those settings right there in the 2-stage, man, it was a very cool univibe sound. Trev can attest to that.
Yeah, sure did.
It got into Univibe territory. So we got those, and all right, you're sitting down, Terry.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
All right, now, folks, don't judge until you hear the whole story.
Hear the whole story.
Just John Shane, just easy, okay? Easy. All right, so I'm over at the Long McQuaid the other day, Terry. What was that? Thursday.
Right.
What's up, Josh Tamberg? You had to finish the burgers, too. Nice. So I'm in there, and I got to know the manager of the store, Steph. Lovely lady, Steph. You know, seen her around there for years, but never really talked to her other than a hello. That's about it. So we were talking about various things, and at one point she's like, "Hey, you have to buy this amplifier." I'm like, "Do I?" And she says, "Yeah, you totally have to buy this." And we're hanging out in the rental area. Like, I'm in an employee area. I shouldn't be anyways, but that's how I roll. And I'm like, "Have you seen my house?" Like, I don't. She says, "Yeah, you do. It's a half stack." I'm like, "I don't. No. Yes," she says. I'm like, "All right, what is it?" She says, "A crate." You're not winning me over. Okay. I'm like, well, maybe it's one of those, what are they called? The voodoo, the blue voodoo?
Blue voodoo, yeah.
Right? I'm thinking the two. She's like, it's solid state. Again, you're not winning me over. Crate, solid state, that's whiff. What's up, cousin Doug? Hanging out at the airport. It better be. It wasn't. So it's like the GS or GH 120. It's a 120 watt solid state piece of crap head and cab. Okay. With, for some reason, like a 12, 15 foot speaker cable to connect them. Sure.
On casters. So keeping in mind, casters
on
the
casters,
at the very least.
Yeah, on casters as well. The cab was on casters. They didn't take the old feet off. They just put the casters that were taller next to the feet.
Oh, jeez.
That way you could always go back.
All right. So, see, Scott Brockway says, solid state half stack better be $200. Well, you want to take a guess? Folks, let's see.
Do a poll.
Canadian dollars. Canadian dollars. How much did I pay for it?
Do a poll.
We'll do a poll. No, because it's an exact amount. What? No, because
you
it's obvious.
Give them 4 choices, and
no, we're just gonna see. And who was the first person within $5 will win. My adoration. Canadian dollars, remember, folks. So just accordingly. Nope.
I like Billy's response.
That's a good guess, Billy.
$74.26.
Nope. You can throw a guess if you want, Terry. Trev's not allowed to guess.
50.
Michael B is the closest.
Really?
I paid 30 Canadian dollars for a half stack.
Yeah. I mean, even for that price, you can get $30 worth of fun smashing that up with a hammer or something.
Yep.
Wow.
So, she's like, it's a crate. I'm like, no, it's solid state, Terry. No, half stack. No, it's $30. Fine.
Mazel.
Mazel. They're crate speakers. Interesting enough, both speaker or cab and head made in the USA.
Got that going for it.
And the cab can do 4 or 16 mono or 8 in stereo somehow. I don't know. But yeah, they were just non-branded speakers. So crate speakers.
Proprietary crate brand.
Well, even still at $30, even if you rip the speakers out and put in another set of speakers.
Oh, exactly. The
still
shells were. Well, the speaker cable cost $30. A 15-foot speaker cable cost $30.
And it's $40 worth of casters to boot.
With $40 worth of casters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I tried it in the store, sounded like ass. Tried to dial in a tone, sounded like ass. Went over to the dirty channel, oof da may. No. No. So, yeah, I want a crate half stack. Damn it. It's out in the garage. That's the garage amp. You know, because you don't care if, like, the mice build a single wide sided or anything, right? You just walk upstairs with a dirt box from, say, Lawrence to try it. Even Lawrence is pedaled like, dude, I can only sound so good.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That could be one of those amps you could have laying around saying, like, let's see if a pedal is so good it can improve a shitty.
How long can I play through a crate half stack cranked before the cops show up in my driveway complaining about the tone? Not the noise, but the tone.
Not the volume. Yeah.
Yeah. So
all the animals within a 2-block radius will be.
That is the drunk rig for garage parties. Exactly, Josh Tamberg.
Yeah, guitar 1952. That's the whole thing. Is it actually a wood enclosure?
Now, funny thing is, Terry, you know what I did? So, bought it, loaded it, drove straight down to the pawn shop to see what they'd give me for it.
Oh, yeah?
No,
well, unfortunately, they're overstocked in amps right now. Otherwise, they're going to give me $100 for it.
Wow.
So,
that would have been a nice profit.
Right? For just merely delivering it. So, yeah. So that was quite funny. So, anywho's, while I was in there, all right, this is where we go into, because, we're 19 minutes in. We got 47 people watching. Pull up your favorite cold snack and your lifestyle choices, because we're going to talk about Operation Explorer. As you know, everybody knows I've been on the hunt for an Explorer for a while, and until the right one comes along. Trev has been pounding the pavement on the West Coast. He keeps sending me photos. What do you think? 2 orange? Yes, 2 orange. Because we're looking at Epiphones. Because I don't mind the Epiphone ones. I don't have a problem with Epiphone ones. Build quality's fine, whatever. But then the more I thought about it, and Trev, I was like, yeah, I want a Gibby. Gibby's got the color right. All right. So then Trev's like, well, we settle for a black one with zebra pickups. No. Would I go for a wine red one, a la our friend Hip, type thing? Yes, but you never find those, so that's not really an option. Mm-hmm. Ideally, I'd like Au Naturel. And I couldn't remember whether I wanted a white pickguard or a black. Depends on what mood I'm in, apparently. But either way, I can get, we figured that out. That's, we get one of each. So, I'm talking about this with Travis over at Long McQuaid, my buddy there. Terry, you know Travis. He's a nice guy. He said, well, let's do a search in the old database and see what we can find.
In the network of Lone Wolf.
In the network of Longs and McQuaid's, Gear Hunters, whatever, right? So he says to me, and I've been hankering in my head and thinking, what do I want? Natural black headstock. Oh, yeah, nice. Not orange, but natural looking. Really natural look. Travis happens to find a 70s reissue the other day. Okay. Ooh. Okay. And then he mentioned, by the way, it has gold hardware. I'm like, I didn't even realize I needed gold hardware on an Explorer till he mentioned it. And then went, right? So then I realized, okay, so now what I'm looking for is a 70s reissue at Au Naturel. Okay. So I'm hunting around. And then I'm killing time because I'm hoping he shows up in the chat, but he's not. Some people, some people, Water Buffaloes know, because we had a Water Buffalo meeting last week, and one of our Buffalo members, Doug, Strong, that is, to people that ask what his last name is. Doug's like, hey, Ben. I'm like, hey, what's up? So what are you up to on Saturday? I said, SFA, afternoon. He says, do you want to do lunch? Yes, sure. What's up? So anyway, we connected on Friday to meet at Eastside Mario's in Coburg at noon on Saturday. So I watched some RJ show, dipped out, hopped on the highway. Eastside Mario's, Trev, it's like a kilometer off the highway. Perfect.
Hey, bada boom, bada bang.
Yep. So, we go there, we have lunch, it's all fine. That lasts all about 45 minutes, and the staff is really cool. They're like, hey, if you want to hang out here longer, feel free. And then Doug's like, isn't there a Long McQuaid around here? I was like, yeah, dude, right around the corner. Like literally, we pulled out of the parking lot, you drive 1 kilometer, hang a right, and drive a kilometer. It's like, couldn't even cool down the van with the AC yet, Trev. It was that short a trip, right?
Yeah.
Half the drive time was waiting to get out of the parking lot that's shared with the Walmart and stuff. It's not Blackjack Guitar. So we go over to the Long McQuaid now. He's like, now, he says, the daughter's at the dance competition with the rest of the family. I got until 2:30. Oh, plenty of time. It's only like 1 o'clock. We're there at like 1 o'clock, just after 1. So we left the better part of 4 p.m. We played a lot of guitars and we told a lot of tales. Had a great hang. It was a lot of fun. Doug almost bought a Silver Sky. So, Jim, you almost got $20. I tried. Oh, God. So, we played a bunch of guitars. But while I was there, Trev, the back of the head's that Explorer. And so a fella said, hey, random Long McQuaid employee here at the Coburg location, come here, because I don't have access. I don't have a password. I need you to password, so look this up. All right. So I found out, because I'm like, where's this Explorer that's been in the back of my brain? Because I haven't mentioned the price, because I'm not going to mention the price, because I don't want anybody else. It's an okay price, is what I'm saying. So, find out. This is where I run into the traditional Long McQuaid, because there's a store code, SS something, and he can't figure. What's SS? He's like, Sault Ste. Marie. And I'm like, nope, that'd be SSM. So he's. So I'm just waiting. That wouldn't. Saskatoon. I'm like, no, we're not running back to Saskatoon for an Explorer. So I just said, hey.
Halfway.
Well, and he also mentioned, Trev, that the guitar, I got some history on it. Mm. It was like, I think it's like a 2008, I want to say. And then a fella traded it in a while ago on something else, and it's been sitting there ever since. I'm like, oh. And I was like, yeah, how does an Explorer at this price sit there this long? Figured it out. It's in Summerside, PEI. That's why.
Oh, God.
Saskatoon would have been better.
Way more metalhead than Saskatoon, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, because the only guy that wanted an Explorer had one and he traded it in. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much Land's End.
So, Doug and I hang out Saturday. We go our separate ways. He goes to the rest of the dance competition because his wife was really cool. She's like, hey, if you're having fun, you're not really missed here, type thing. He's like, sweet. So, we're hanging out. And Doug's just as cool in 3 dimensions as he is in 2, Terry. I'm just telling you right now. He's just as cool in 3 dimensions. So, I'm thinking about it yesterday, and then today, I'm thinking about that Explorer. I'm like, Trev, I really want to see it before I commit to it, right?
And have them send it out.
So I go back to the Belleville store. Is the manager in? I'd like to talk to the manager, please. The manager is not in. He's in meetings for the next few days. What's up, Six Stream Brian? Thank you.
Cheers. And Mickey
Speaking of
Settlemeyer.
which, that's funny.
And I see, I want to see it just in case there's a crazy ding and that, and blah, blah, blah. Right. So I was like, can we get the guitar? What will it take to get the guitar here without me? Well, say they do free shipping, Michael Gross, but the deal is you got to put a down payment on it. I said, well, I don't want to. I said, will you guarantee I get 100% of my money back if I don't want this guitar? And I had 2 employees agree to that. I'm like, all right, I'm listening to both of you, and I know your manager now, so
Right.
you'll get your pee-pee slapped if you renege on this deal. Anyway, all right, we get it, all right. Which I still didn't put down the bare minimum that you're supposed to put down on it. So, okay, and the dude in Colbert told me, Trev, they're really going to want to ship this guitar because it's sitting in overstock. It's not listed online because I've been looking online. I went all through the Gear Hunter last night looking for it. It's not listed online, right? So it's you got to walk into the store to know that guitar is there, unless you're an employee. The database. So my new friend from last week that I met, one of the many employees had after hanging out. I was at Long McQuaid a lot on Thursday last week, Terry. I was there in the afternoon. Conducting some business, we'll say. Mm-hmm. And then I came back in the evening because there was a drum clinic from the drummer of I'm of the Earth. And so I was asked to show up to help, fill out the room, I guess. It was cool. I can never remember his name, but he was a super nice guy, super cool. So anyways, over the course, I met my friend Dan. Dan calls the Summerside store, Trev. And this is where we run into the other kind of L&M employee. They're like, we can't ship the guitar out. He says, what do you mean you can't ship the guitar? Well, we can't ship it. Why? We don't have a box for it.
That's pretty weak.
So, my friend, now, Dan, at the Belleville store, get a fucking box. I'm putting in the transfer request. So,
Well, hell, even a case. If they had a case laying around,
Well,
you would put it in.
it has a
Case come
case.
in a box?
Oh, it
got a
actually
case.
already has a case. All right.
In theory. And then I got the guarantee, well, I'll make sure you're set up with a case. I was told. I'm like, yeah, you're making that claim, but unless one falls off a truck,
Right.
but I want a case. So, look, okay. So in theory, at some point, there's going to be an Explorer-shaped object package, Explorer-shaped package, leaving Summerside PEI, going over the Confederation Bridge, I assume,
Yeah.
through New Brunswick, through the Poutine province of Quebec, into Ontario, and hopefully, I'm hoping not before Thursday, Trev, because the manager isn't back till Thursday. And
Right.
I really want to do the deal with the manager on it,
Yeah, of course.
because especially as per our other conversation that I can't talk about. Well, I can, but
Richard might be right.
I'm unofficially doing some consulting work for the local Long McQuaid. So
By the way, I just put that info in the chat.
you put what there?
Christian
Thank you. Yeah, Christian. That's his name. Yeah, he now ironically lives in Coburg now.
Oh, wow.
And so, so we'll see when that arrives, and I'll deal with her.
There's some hope. There's some light at the end of the
Mickey
tunnel.
Settlemeyer.
Mickey. Cheers, brother.
I just realized when you said about I got no way to put anything down on it. Oh, I got a crate. I got a crate half stack.
Will you be taking some trade? Yeah, actually, will you take any trades? Yeah, what do you got? Crate half stack, the VHT combo, like everything that I got off in the last week. Thank you, Dennis Ellis. So yeah, I did have to put a down payment on it, but they wanted a certain amount, and I'm like, no. They're like, how about this much? I went, okay. Probably Pure Later, Michael Krause. I'm pretty sure they have that's what they do with mainly is Pure Later for inter-store transfers. So yeah, and then it'll be just a matter of making payments because I don't have the money for the Explorer, Trav. It's it's just one of those. I don't want it to sit there because it sounds like it could be the unicorn, and so
as a
fella has to at least look at it.
As a fella who's got friends at guitar shops and also does some work for trade, fingers crossed, maybe you can swing some of that action.
Unfucking believable. I got a grilling
knock off some setups or something.
No deal. So yeah, we shall see. If it turns out that it's a good guitar, then I'll be probably making payments for the next year.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, probably if I'm thinking in the price range, I'm thinking, yeah, you'd probably be paying for it for a year, unless something gear.
Yeah.
Or you come into money.
Or I move some gear, which I have some gear I'm getting ready to move.
Apparently, though, if you're a fella who's in the system at the Long and McQuaid's, like myself and yourselves, you kind of have an account there. And I mean, that's how I got that tuner from Laz for Christmas. He just called up to Long and McQuaid. Well, I want to buy this guy. I can give him a $30 gift card, credit card number. And that went into my account, and I had $30 to go spend.
Canadian viewers, I am registered at McQuaid.
Laz is in California. Apparently, it's international. Just saying.
Like
Thank you,
PayPal and
I do appreciate
Cash
that.
App.
Yes. And I've already committed to that Nobles Mini the next couple of days, but that's basically already, I think, pretty much covered. I just got to have money for shipping. But although Scott and I were, and by the way, Scott Brockway, yeah, that's cool. On you, the reply, yeah, the 7th is more than fine. So that's taken care of.
Cheers.
So yeah.
Wait, 1, 2.
I do have a 60s Teisco electric guitar in pieces.
A perfect time to part it out.
Yeah, if I can swing a few things, like ideally if I could liquidate what I would like to liquidate, I have half of it covered, I think, Trev. Potentially half the cost covered. Which then advances the acquisition situation into this calendar year.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically.
I'm just laughing with John put. My wife has finally accepted that there will always be a Long and McQuaid payment.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, that's what Peter says there. Used to rent to own stuff that they wouldn't sell outright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a way to get around things. Sassy.
Thank you, Sassy.
P-E-I.
Prince Edward Island.
Prince Edward Island.
Isn't that like the longest bridge in North America that joins that tiny little island?
Probably one of the longest bridges, period. That's a long fucking bridge.
Like you don't see the start and the back when you're in the middle of it. It's crazy.
Well, it's just a hump out into the ocean.
The hump. Hey, Zach. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, the longest bridge connecting the smallest province.
Yeah, I wish
What's
I
it
could
like out there in the
remember that back
wintertime
in the
when the
day.
wind and hurricane shit's coming up and you're on this bridge with nothing?
No deal. Nope. Nope. Not me. Nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I guess
I do remember. I remember when they were building that bridge. Oh, man! If you were a redneck like me, man, the price of scrap metal was through the roof. I was making some large money cleaning out people's yards and stuff for scrap metal, scrap cars. It was ridiculous. And then once the bridge was built, the price of scrap went down by like a quarter. A truckload was giving you $40. The next day, it was giving you 10, type thing.
Total length
question
is
for Trev.
13 kilometers. So what's that in miles?
About 10.
8 miles? 9 miles? Yeah. Okay, what do you got?
Unbelievable says, question for Trev. Should I transfer my transformer from my PV Rage to my Marshall MS4?
Well, I guess if it's something you want to do and the numbers match up, why wouldn't you?
Richard Nagamitsu ordered an acoustic preamp from Carvin today. Okay. Well, apparently Ryan looked up the causeway. Is the causeway is a bridge, but is the causeway a bridge? Why don't they just call it a bridge then? Why do they call it a causeway?
It's called Confederation Bridge here.
All the way through Florida is causeways?
Maybe.
All the potatoes, Michael Cross. What's up, Dane? Dane locked out with that storage locker. Just saying.
Oh, don't forget about the seafood as well, too. Lobster. Oh, my God.
Okay. And looking at it doesn't instill any more confidence
EW.
either. I mean,
Thank you.
look at that thing. You kidding me?
Yes. I too. That's coming out. I still got to upload that unboxing, but the Joyo tuner that comes included with Tesi Switch orders.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a cool little tuner.
Wow. It almost reminds me of one of those old Tamagotchis you used to get back in the day. Of the little digital character to feed.
Hey, why will you not turn on now? I just put the battery in you. Maybe that's why the battery was. Oh, there we are. It's very bright. See, very bright.
Wow. There's Presley, California Customs.
What's up, Seth?
Right on.
Thank you very much, DW. He says, received my Keeley Super AT mod last week. Thanks, Tesi Switch, for the pedal and the bonus tuner. Really enjoyed the AT mod with Strat into the AC4 with a Celestian Blue. Nice.
Wow.
That's a nice setup. I dig that.
Talk about going low wattage. Like me.
AC4s do a thing, though. Oh, that was the other thing. I'm looking. It's not fair. You can't. Oh, okay. So
Yes.
when I'm in Long McQuaid today, Trev, there's two Vox AC30s sitting back to back, right, facing away from each other, with the price tags lined up. One was new and one was used, and I say used in name only because that thing looked clean, and it was a snag of a deal. I'm like, oh, come on now. I can't be looking, because it was like new one, let's say 1,800. And here's this used one, looks brand new for 13. I'm like, what? Come on. I can't be looking at that shit.
Right.
I hear you, Seth. I've been off the gummies for a good week. I've also been off the nicotine since Wednesday. Just saying.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not working too well. I'm still climbing walls, but I'm trying. I got CBD vape that's trying to take its place. It's not working, but it's trying. What's up, Max?
So, Paint Namer says a causeway is made of dirt/rocks. It is not a bridge.
Exactly. So that, see, the causeway, then I wouldn't count that as longest bridge. The bridge is longer.
I went around that area back when I was 7 or 8, so I can vaguely remember that trip. Other than the bridge.
How long ago was it?
Well, I'm 50 now, so when I was 7 or 8, that would be...
There was no bridge then. You would have taken a ferry.
Oh, actually, no, you're right. It was a ferry.
Yeah,
But there
bridge.
was a bridge.
I think the
at
bridge was
some
completed, I
point in
want to
time.
say, in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
It's at 85.
Oh, I was saying 90s. What's up, Guitar Man? I was talking about you earlier.
There's
Hope it's
Guitar
all
Man
good.
45.
Here's Bo.
Mazzetti's in here.
93, opened May 31st, 97. So it's almost a birthday.
He said mid. There we go.
93 to, 4 years to build.
Yeah, I remember, like, say, steel prices in the mid-90s. It was crazy. It was awesome. For scrap. You made a lot of money in scrap. What's up, Jay?
Cheers. Good to see you,
Jay, who was hanging with Larry Mitchell this weekend. Just saying. Must be nice. Rock stars hanging out with rock stars. Yep. That's what they do.
Got Quentin James's Hyundai.
I see the Quentin James Hyundai. That's right. Hoser's Hangout. Yeah, it's got to be, Jay. It's got to be. Zach Thong in the house. I'm trying to think what else we got going on. Unboxing video this week. Got a demo this week on the Radial. What the hell was that called thing? North Star. That's it.
Cool little pedal.
Have that. Hopefully, we'll be looking at an Explorer later this week. See, I'm in Explorer mode, Trav. It's on the brain. So if anyone's looking for any pedals, or if you're local to me and want an amp or a guitar, hit me up because. Yes, Billy, I believe Doug is coming to Cosmo. Because that was what we were joking about. It was funny because we're like, hey, we're meeting in person and we'll see each other in a week from now, too.
Richard
Possibly, Ryan.
Richard got another pedal from Humanoid.
Take a while to do that.
God.
I was how long, Trav? How long is it going to take me to do a demo on a 4-knob with a 3-way switch phaser when I did a 12-minute demo on a 1-knob phaser?
2 minutes a knob, right? Oh no!
There's the legend himself, Steve McFall in the chat. What's up, Steve?
I'll use the Henning standard. 36 minutes.
Hey, Steve, looking for any pedals? He's local.
Yeah.
Nice. Charles just strung up another fellow's guitar. Excellent. Also, I should probably thank the patrons while I think of it. Always. Okay, Steve. Let me know what you're looking for. I may have something. Stephen Holt, you as well. Sure.
No G-strings.
Ben's going into Honest Ed's mode.
What's up, Dave Chase?
Good to see you, Dave.
Dave?
Which phaser? That would be the new... Hey, my knee's hurt.
Good to see you.
The new Keeley Custom Shop vintage phaser. And Sparkle Green. Mr. Sparkle Green. Yeah, this one will be a much quicker demo.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I must say, I do love the colors on that.
Oh, and I love the knobs. It's almost like they're the Tesi Switch upgraded knobs for a Helix.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But you know,
yes,
designed to, you know, as we know, designed to beef up single coils for blues, blah, blah, blah. Humbucker, Marshall, this. Tasty.
Pretty good.
Very tasty. 3 knobs too many, Patrick Trade says. Well, the nice thing is one of the knobs is a level, because some phasers you'll get a volume dip, And some phasers will give you a volume boost. And this way, you can actually make sure it stays at unity. So I dig that.
That was the one thing I hated about that EHX small stone. Was the fact that it was a tone sucker and a level sucker. And it was just like, ugh. Sounded awesome otherwise, though. But with it having no level to it, and then also on top of that, sucking like the tone out of the effects loop, it was just like,
yeah.
Moving on.
It's great to see my knees hurt 2 nights in a row. The rare Monday appearance.
Actually, that's not a good thing if your knees hurt for 2 nights in a row.
My knees hurt 2 nights in a row. Dang, that sounds chronic.
Yeah, exactly.
From what I've gathered, I think his knees hurt all the time. It doesn't matter if he's here or not. It's good to see him. I'm sure it's something to do with the holiday down there. Happy Memorial Day.
That was the other thing. I keep forgetting. Gotta put a demo out on this as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The box decorator. There's my settings. Forget the pad thing did.
Now you
Doesn't
gotta play
matter.
Surfing with an Alien to properly demo it.
Oh man, I'm probably gonna have to use a wiggle stick bass guitar for this pedal. Dang it! That means I got to tune a wiggle stick bass guitar for this demo. Yeah.
Vote the Kramer.
That reminds
There's
me.
no wine in it, Max. Nope.
Did
Nice.
you
Canadian spring water.
did you read?
I
the
can say that,
paper?
Trev, because it came from the well, and all wells are fed from springs.
Yep.
Science and nature. It's the same color, exactly, Scott. Exactly. So I guess I'll have to use the Kramer for that. Yeah.
It's cool, actually. His signature is on the back of it there, where your fingers.
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Designed in partnership with Joe Satriani. There's an on button and a more button.
Sounds perfect. Cheers, Jeff K.
Which is, it's kind of the opposite of the other one.
Hey, Jeff.
Because they're both basically a drive and a boost in one, except the radial, the boost is post, so it's a volume boost, whereas this, it just saturates it. Hence the... And there's no control, I don't think. Oh, there might be internal trim pots to control it. Don't know. Let's check if it's got a battery in it, because I don't like... Come on, open the trap door. Will you? Oh, all right. Nope, you're empty. All right, cool. All right. Yep, I'll put that on you to be demoed. Along with, oh yeah, the Korg flanger. We got that up there too. Man, that's going to be like a 30-minute demo. That's got 4 knobs and it's a flanger. Whew. That'd be fun. So yeah. Guitar Man 45 has Black Star Department 10, kind of looks like that. Cool. That reminds me, I'll have to plug that back in to dial in a tone again, because it remembered, as I recall, no spoilers, but it took me a minute to dial in a tone on that thing that I liked anyways. Of course, Richard saw Satch back in the day. Oh, right, patrons. Squirrel, where's the pad with all the names? This is what happens when you clean. That's why you don't clean the studio. No, you got to clean the studio every once in a while, otherwise it gets funky. You don't want studio funk. Because after studio funk, you get studio mung. And nobody wants studio mung.
That's hard to clean up.
No, John, no. All the digital. No. There it is. So, you can be like one of the cool kids here and become a patron and get a shout out every week. And you become a patron by going to here, and I'm going to turn that one off as well. Can I? There we are. Want to shout out LRM Guitars, T. Ricky, Guitar Man 45, Cousin Todd Flowers, Doug Strong, got to meet him on the weekend, Randy Crooks, Mohogany, Fruitcake Tony, Blackjack Guitar, Keith H., Paul McNary, and the Cats, mostly the Cats, Other Left, JP Page 2, John ZD351, Brother Bet Tom, Jeff K., Symmetry, I don't know that guy, he's right there, Gear Jug 35, Charles Green, Unfucking Believable, Charles 75N, Hot Rod Josh knows who I'm talking about, Mr. Anderson 59. Thank you, one. Thank you all. Excuse me. I appreciate the continued supportification situation. Awesome. H90 NSD 3000. That's all the delays. Yeah, and I got to rebuild my pedal board at some point. But do I wait until the Nobles comes in and then we decide? Do I have a wah pedal? Yep, I do. Somewhere. There it is. It started life as a stock model GCB 95 original Crybaby, and then I would say it has an LPD Pedals mod, Trev, but that was before you rebranded, so it's got a Lawrence Petros design mod that I put in, and then took a photo when it didn't work right, and then was told how to put it in correctly. So, yeah, I haven't used it in quite a while because I don't use wahs too much. Last two bands I played in, the other dude had a wah, and both guitar players don't need wahs in a band.
No.
So, I used it in the band previous to that, but I don't know if it was this wah. No, I sold my wah after I left that band, and then I bought this wah.
Not unless you're planning on making a band called Wahs of Doom. Hey, I rock the Z Blues.
I rock Z Blues.
I saw Jeff K roll in too. Good to see you guys.
What's up, Jeff K?
Yes.
Yeah, if somebody wants this, let me know. I don't use it. Man, shipping is going to be a bitch, though, Trev.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy.
These things are not light. I always forget how heavy, and I don't know if I have a box for it. Stereo wah? No. There's a fine layer of dust right inside there. That's always dust bunnies too. Oh, that's nice. Sure. Free lint with order.
Could be spiders in there.
Hey, Steve McFall's local. Steve, need a wah? With a mod? Modded wah? Wah.
Comes with fresh Ben Coombs DNA.
The wah is to make it sound more vocal.
Yeah.
Oh, no, see, I see the Sassy Cat with the wahs of craft. I like that. Spring Return Crybaby wah cool, no switch. That's true. Sort of like a Morley in that respect, then. You need cat hair with a heart? We can do that. You can get free cat hair. Alright, so you can remove the mod if you want to, Ryan Hall. It's just like a claw that just goes over the circuit board and is mounted at certain points, and you can just desolder it, pull it right back out. I didn't actually clip anything. I don't know what it did. It bypassed, dual passed, paralleled, I guess. I don't know. It does stuff. That's what I'm saying. It does stuff. As a Kurt Hammett mod, it never shuts off.
That's good.
Ah, nice, Steve. I just. Oh, and speaking of which, I saw Sassy Cat's comment maybe. So, Trev, why do they call it Arts and Crafts Show?
Why do they call it Arts and Crafts?
Because they don't want to call it Art and Shitty Art Show. Because really, crafts should be art. But if you're like, it's just a craft, it's like, well, you tried.
Yeah.
That's why they call it arts and crafts, because it sounds better than art and shitty art.
Zach Thong asks you an interesting question.
Why, yes, Zach, I will be, in fact. I have nothing to announce officially, but I will definitely be there regardless, but I may be doing something there as well, other than kissing hands and shaking babies. Yes, I don't know yet. I won't be performing. I know that much. Because I don't have any material to perform, Trev. We're going to do just noodle, go up.
Yeah, Greasy
Your
Weasel.
first live performance of Greasy Weasel.
No, I've already performed it live on here. Years ago.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But live to the public.
Live to the public. Yeah, but that's what. Well, yes. So upcoming events. This Saturday, head up to Cosmo Music in Toronto for Cosmo Fest. Billy Baloney's going to be there. Doug Strong, myself, Absolute Mayhem, possibly George Bedar. I saw he said in the chat last night he may be there. I don't know. Maybe Blackjack Guitar might be there. I don't know. He's
that's awesome.
LRM Guitars possibly. He's I'm just thinking people in the greater GTA-ish area. Well, you could do that. Yep. What's up, Bonkers? Why are so many guitar player jokes one-liners so the rest of the band can understand them? Exactly, Bonkers. Exactly.
That's a good one.
Mazzetti just downloaded Tone Studio for my guitar. My head spinning. Well, it's all the digitals. It's all of it. Yeah. So then 1 week from this Saturday that's June 10th for some people that can't add 7 to 3. June 10th is apparently Long McQuaid's Customer Appreciation Day, which I assume it's the same day at all the locations. It's not like it's a tour. So, although it would be better if it was in a way, because then they could have
something about
a touring infrastructure of some kind. The Long McQuaid tractor trailer shows up and clowns and roadies and
free food and live entertainment. If I
Take
recall.
care, Sassy.
So that means you get a hot dog. I mean, at least get a hot dog.
Yeah, I might be able to score free food this year, Customer Appreciation Day.
I think that's what it's at. You're having a contest.
Like good free food, right?
You do a selfie in the store in your favorite department.
So Richard says, next year, Ben, I'm coming up and camping out at Trev's place. All right. Well, that's like 2,500 miles that way. That doesn't help me.
That's cool.
Edmonton has like 5 L&M locations. That's crazy, Patrick. That's crazy.
No, actually, that's a good question Scott just asked.
I'll wait till it comes in.
Trevor get anything?
Oh, yeah. Terry got something new.
Yep. No longer have the trainer. I now have a Black Star HT5R. And as I was commenting to Ben earlier, playing through the gain with the 7-string, I'm not getting the tinnitus ring in my ears as badly as what I was with the trainer amp. It's amazing to think that going from 40 watts to 5 watts has made that much of a difference.
Oh, yeah. It's a tremendous volume drop. Well, at least, depending on how loud you're playing the amps to begin with, I suppose.
Yeah.
I was out in the shop yesterday watching the Pete Thorne show and saw a mouse in the shop. Tiny little bitty mouse, with big ass ears and his long ass tail. So I proceeded to dime the Marshall for 5 minutes because I think that's probably a very effective way of pest control. Haven't seen him since.
Especially if you use a little feedback action.
You know me and my feet outfit here. Just put it on the rack and let it squeal for 5 minutes. I'm down with that.
Mice, squirrels, most.
Any dog within half a block.
Well, Well, my dog's like 13, 14. He's for the most part deaf anyway. That's maybe a while. He ain't hearing it anymore.
Huh.
Ryan says Splon amps gave him a headache. I don't know if I've ever tried a
I don't
Splon
know what a
amp.
splon is.
Splon's like a boutique high gain kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played one, but I know of.
Heard
Not
of
yet.
them,
anyway.
seen them, never played one.
Keep my eyes open for one though.
Reminds me, there's a couple Black Hearts rolling around on the Kijijis. I think around the GTA, some like the smaller.
I was just
5 10
hoping
ones.
that there'd be an email. For some reason, L&M wanted my email today. I'm like, wait, you're going to contact me by email? Don't. Call me.
Don't you check your email?
No. Oh, important message from Cosmo. What?
Yeah, I seen that earlier. I was like, ooh.
E-commerce? No. No. Don't care. Do not even care. All right. Well, there we go. There's some entertainment. Ben checks his emails.
Ryan Hall Splon sounds like a comic book hero. Yeah.
Right.
New character from what's his name?
All right.
Furlan there.
Here we go. Mazzetti asks, new to the channel, where are you guys? Terry's north of Toronto. I'm east of Toronto. Trev's way west of Toronto because he's in Vancouver.
West Coast is best coast.
Yeah, everyone chime in. Where you at?
Where you at in the chat?
If you have no problem saying where you're at.
Yeah, you can be vague.
Apparently, unofficial show sponsor, Dr. Fabric. Yeah, I'm jealous. Just wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mind you,
There we
though,
go.
one of them's gone.
Twins.
twinsies.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you know,
Yeah.
Charles could probably do a whole line of guitars like that if he really wanted to. I don't know about being able to get the fabric all the time to do it, but
Boner jams.
Bauna Jams.
Let me tell you guys about that time. Jay was walking around with his pants off while talking about how salty communion was today. Oh, hey, everybody.
Oh, jeez, Lord Almighty.
Boner Jams in the house. Better get ready to approve a bunch of greetings. Nope,
The
this one.
legend himself.
Yeah.
Cheers. Good to see you, brother.
So we've had
That one
50% of the Under the Bus Network in the chat tonight. Both Jay
Maybe
and
3/4.
Boner Jams.
Just saying,
Maybe 3/4. And we're on every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern is what I was trying to get out of the brain. I understand, Jay. Apparently, I'm a fire hazard when I walk in. I don't know. Apparently, the fire department doesn't like it when I deal with organized religion. It doesn't even matter which religion all of them, Trev. All of
Right.
them. What's up, Hunter? Oh, I hate moving. Did it once, care not to do it again.
I hate it too. I'm lucky I've been in this place since 05, coming up to 20 years. I got shit in boxes I still haven't unpacked from the last place, so it's crazy.
Zach used to go to the Customer Appreciation Day, easier for me to say, in Oshawa, and the performance he used to play every year outside the parking lot. Yeah, Darren Smith from Heron Scarum will be one of them every year. Sure. When he's not out on the road. Also, singer for Red Dragon Cartel. Drummer for Harem Scarum. Also, hell of a singer and guitar player. Hey, Jim Ray Hawkins.
Cheers.
Yeah, I remember I ran into Darren at Automan.ca show. Yes, the only band with a website for a name. Richard's asking how Dad... I haven't talked to Dad since Friday. My sister was over yesterday visiting, and she's going back over tomorrow. We're looking to move him into a long-term care facility at this point. So that's how that's going.
Yeah, unfortunate news.
But I understand his spirits are good, which is good. I was surprised he hasn't called me during last night's show or tonight. I fully expect a phone call because I don't think he has a clock per se. So, yeah. So, unfortunately, whereas I need to free up some gear if I want to explore because my budget has gone accordingly because I don't have a roommate anymore, Trev. I miss my roommate. Just saying. For a variety of reasons.
I'll bet. Cat's probably going bongos too, right?
The cat is not impressed with the situation. It's still weird for me to get used to. I'm basically literally telling myself wow, I live alone now. I still haven't got my head around it.
Well, Ben, even I still find it strange at times. And it's been since 2019 that my mom's been gone, so... Right.
Marcia Murray says, anyone play guilds? Yeah. Charles 75N picked up a guild not so long ago. Loves it. Guild acoustic, that is.
That's a nice looking guitar.
I've always been a fan of the Guild Starfires.
Yeah.
Well, Starfire 2. So that's 2 pickups.
I've always wanted a Polera because of Kim Thale from Soundgarden.
That's why I'm pouring myself into music and gear, Richard. Distractions.
Yeah.
This one's clogged.
No, Scott, Polera.
No, she's not into the catnip for some reason. Although she's not even eating canned food anymore. So she's just, not into it.
Uncle Chris, I have a Polera, the pedal. Well, it's not a bad pedal to have.
See you, Stephen Holt.
Cheers, man. Take it easy.
Yep.
Thanks, Ryan Holt.
Right, Matthew. Kim Thale does rocks.
Speaking of which, cat's still outside. Dang it. I should probably rectify that situation. Oh, excuse me. Nice, Zach. What's up, Johnny Love? Thank you. Yeah, there won't be a Father's Day show. That's obvious, but folks should check out the previous Father's Days shows. They were quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
On that note, we should probably wrap things. Yeah, exactly, Scott. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm just looking. It's just about dark outside, so I should probably handle that. So we'll wrap things up here. I don't know. There's videos coming out when they come out this week. I don't know. So got some stuff still happening. Trying to figure out stuff with Dad and stuff. So I don't know how busy and how much I'll be able to do videos, but I'm going to try to get a bunch. That might be a little depressing, John. I'm just saying that would be rather, him in a hospital bed.
Cool idea, though.
Yeah. Plus, I don't like hospitals at all. So, yes, I'll see Billy on Saturday. I'll do a vlog of some kind regarding the road trip. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. And,
Safe travels to everyone that is going to the Cosmo show. I unfortunately will not be able to go, but, everyone from wherever they're coming to go to it, again, like I said, safe travels. Hope you have fun.
Exactly. So I've been Ben. He's been Terry. Trev's been Trev. Y'all been y'all. And hold those doors open. Let one of us in ahead of Trev. We're headed all to Cosmo. Let us in. We got to get there. Door crasher events and all that. Yeah, be good to each other. Doug's wife is real. What's up, Twang? Yeah, enjoy the week, and I don't know. If somehow an Explorer comes into the life between now and next week, you will see a photo on the community tab at the very least. But that I can't see that happening. Miracles do happen, but I don't know. Anywho, be good to each other, folks, and of course, don't litter. Just trashes up the place, and we're trashy enough.